I am Bonifacio M. Binuya Jr. The title of my research is the use of music in mathematics test of the grade 8 junior high school students. I finished my research this May 2024. So let's start. The rationale of my study, we know that the Philippines have been having a hard time in the all international assessment like PISA, the teams, CPLM, and we know that we ranked lowest in PISA 2018, TIMSS 2019, and only 17% of the students meeting proficiency in CPLM in 2019. Now, with my students, I saw a big gap. They had problems with their first quarter exams. Most of them were in the beginning and the developing proficiency levels in mathematics. So I thought maybe we can do better. Now, music, known for its mental and emotional benefits, might enhance academic performance. This research shows that music can improve mood, reduce anxiety, stimulate brain activity, and potentially aiding memory and learning. Okay. Moving forward, uh, I have five uh, problems with our research. So the first one is what are the average test score results of the students in intermediate algebra test before implementing the use of different music in mathematics. Number two, what are the average test score results of the students in intermediate algebra after implementing the use of different music during mathematics test? The third statement of the problem is, are there any significant differences among the average test scores with results with music and without music? Fourth one, are there any significant differences in the test scores of the students in the intermediate algebra test in each section with classical, pop, rap, and rock playing in the background while they are taking their test? And what intervention program can be designed after determining outcomes of the study? Now, I have two hypotheses. The first one, there are no significant differences among the average test scores results with music and without music. And number two, there are no significant differences among the average test scores with music. Now, the research locale of my study is in Arredio Perpetual Soccer College. This school is the biggest private school in Marikina. And last December 15, 2017, we already got our first level of PASCO. Um, in school year 2023-2024, there were 26 sections and 1,013 junior high school students. In grade 8, there were 7 sections with only 4 sections selected for the experimentation. Now, I used non-probability sampling, specifically the purposive sampling to select the participants. That is why I only choose 4 sections which are actually handled, totaling of 161 students for the study. So for the research instrumentation, I made 10-item intermediate algebra test. So they're composed of for quiz number 1 for graphing, quiz number 2 for substitution, quiz number 3 for elimination, quiz number 4 for determinants, and quiz number 5 for problem solving. Uh, these were validated by the experts in our leader Soccer Olops uh, with my mathematics coordinator, the senior high school assistant principal, and of course, the principal. Another tool was used for the instrumentation. So I chose different music, the classic, the pop, the rock, and the rap. Um, the music that I actually know. But I asked several teachers to evaluate them if they are actually appropriate for the students. So here are the list of the music that I actually chose. For classical, this is for pop, very well known with the students. This is for rap, and this is for rock. I even included OPM here in this list. So I asked several teachers to see the level of appropriateness if they will be appropriate for the students. So they rated each of the songs with different ratings, and most of them actually got an SA or very strongly accepted. Now, for the data gathering, I started with, of course, the approval process. I asked the permission from my subject area coordinator, and then from the assistant principal for academics, and of course, high school principal, and of course, the owners of the school. When I have already received the approval, I already planned for the 5 different quizzes and asked them to be validated. And then I, of course, did initial testing. And before I gave the quizzes to the students. I made sure that they actually reviewed and they're actually prepared. Then, with before giving them the test with the music, uh, it would be a 30-minute quiz. Okay, but the test is actually good for 10 minutes only. And for the first week, I did it for 5 weeks. And of course, we had first one with no music. Second week would be for classical music. The third quiz would be for pop music as background, and fourth and fifth with rap and rock. And for data collection, I asked the luckily I had a student teacher with me uh, who helped me check the quizzes and recorded the scores. And of course, I asked the help of a statistician to process the data. Now, to answer statement of the problems 1 and 2, I used the mean. And for statement of the problem number 3, I actually used the t-test and the Pearson correlation. And for statement number 4, I used one-way ANOVA. Now, for the summary of the results. So when we have already checked and recorded the scores, the section BC achieved the highest average score. It's actually significantly above the overall average, which is 625. Our average is 560. COS came in next. And for the next two sections, the LOP and the POS got 4.6 and 4.13 respectively, way below the general average. Now, BC consistently scored highest across all music genres with the highest score for rock, which is 8.4, and the lowest for classical 5.25. COS performed best in rock and least in pop. LOP and POS showed similar trends, performing best in rock, struggling more in classical and pop. Now, comparison of test scores with and without music. The mean score with music is 5.1625. With music is 4.8. So the difference was not statistically significant. Music did not significantly impact overall test results with similar variability observed in both conditions. The effect of music genres on test scores, no music versus each genre. Classical and rock music did not significantly affect test scores. Pop and rock music had significant impacts with higher mean scores and lower variability. Pop music mean scores 4.4, the p-value is 0.043. Rap mean score is 5.54 and p-value is 0.005. Showed significant effects. And comparison with all the groups, classical, pop, rap, and rock music genre all significantly influenced test scores. Each genre impacted scores differently, suggesting varied effects on academic performance. Now, for the summary of the findings, if we compare testing without music and testing with music, it actually helps the students a lot if there would be some background music. Um, it really uh, enhanced something in them. Okay? So, contrary to the hypothesis, minor variables like classical, pop, rap, and rock music genres do exhibit significant differences in their effects on test scores. Rap and rock music in particular demonstrate notably positive effects on students' performance, whereas classical and pop show mixed results. This reinforces the idea that the influence of music on academic outcomes varies based on the genre. Comparison of test scores with and without music. Overall, there are no significant statistical significance between test scores with and without music. This implies that while music can influence test performance depending on the genre, its presence alone may not consistently lead to significant score improvements compared to no music conditions. Variability in music genre and academic performance. Different music genres significantly affect academic performance, highlighting the substantial impact of music on student learning environments. Classical music, known for its calming effects, positively influence academic performance. Meanwhile, genres like pop, rap, rock, and rap also show significant influence, suggesting a broader spectrum of the music impact beyond traditional calming effects. Now, I did make a intervention program which I called the MIWTT Music Integration While Taking Test Program. So based on the study's outcomes, the MIWTT program was developed to optimize academic excellence through music integration during test taking. This program aims to cater to diverse learning needs, particularly benefiting students with learning gaps and difficulties in mathematics by leveraging the positive effects of music. Now, this program, of course, will help everyone, the teachers, the students, and of course, the school itself. So that is why I'm actually hoping to really implement this program in our school. Right, so for the recommendations, I have here 7 recommendations. Uh, Number one, curated music playlist for learning. So we could actually create different playlists of music. Again, as the results of the test or the research, it's actually better to have something playing as a background rather than just silent at all. Number two, introduce energetic music during the test. Okay. Number three, focus on rap and rock music because these two actually had the most significant uh, effects on the students. Number four, expand the study scope. So I only did this for grade 8 students. Now, why can't we do it from the whole junior high school or maybe the senior high school and maybe college too? And number five, broader effects of music. We could actually investigate rather than just for mathematic performance, but to examine how they influence students' behavior, the mood, and of course the attitude. And number six, integration across subjects. So why only math? Why not other subjects also? And the last one, promote collaboration and research. Encourage collaboration among educators within the school, across academic institutions when conducting research or academic. So that is for my study. Thank you very much. And thank you.